Hold on, just need to put a few more things away. Go over to mob drops. Put the ink back. Okay, welcome back to Superstar Craft. This is episode 7, and today I am only focusing on building. Again, I think I did that last episode too. I'm really trying to build this area up, and today we are building a crop farm. Maybe this should have been done by episode 2, but we're finally getting it done. I've had everything collected for weeks now, so let's just go start building. We're just gonna immediately start. First, I'm gonna build a platform out here and bring all of my supplies up to the top because I do not want to keep jumping in and out of the water for every little thing. Okay, I cut that down because that took a little bit longer than I expected. Let's get started. I am doing the same dock platform that I've been using for the rest of the area. So we're still using the slabs, the trapdoors, and the campfires. I'm using the same dock that I used to lead to the kelp farm, just mirrored on this side, but I'm gonna leave a portion of it open so I could eventually have another building leading off of this dock. I'm building the same lamppost that I used on the kelp farm side. Really simple, but cute. Should we start a game of counting how many times I say cute in all of my episodes? Sticking with the round platforms that I've been using this entire time out here, we're doing it again. Stripping the log as usual because I just love the look of all the logs being stripped. Next, I'm adding glass right behind the logs all the way around, and then I'm taking that glass all the way to the bottom of the ocean. So this is going to be a very tall build, and 90% of it is underwater. Now back to the top so we can start working on the dome. This is going to be a fully glassed dome. So the total height, including the one behind the stripped logs, are 6 blocks. And then the rest of the layers are going to go behind and up 1 block. And it's just following the pattern of the circle that's already laid out. I'm adding a smaller strip spruce border around the top, kind of like a little crown. And then we're going to continue with 2 more layers of glass and close it off. That is the main structure. Now I'm going to add a little bit of spruce trapdoors to the front door. Really simple front door. It's going to be open. And then I'm going to top it with campfires, if I can reach. Okay, let me step back and look. I think I'm going to add a couple more on the sides. I think that fills it out a little bit better. That is looking cute. Okay, now to really start decorating it, I'm using Prismarine in slabs, stairs, and some full blocks, and also some sea lanterns. And this is really going to make it more of like a crown shape. It's not meant to be a crown, but it kind of gives that look a little bit. So I'm going to take that all the way around the top. Gonna add sea lanterns on the corners, if you can imagine corners on a circle. And then I'm gonna cover the sea lanterns completely with copper trapdoors. To finish the top of the dome, I'm adding these little fish flags that I found on Pinterest. I will show the picture of what I saw at the end when I do like the formal tour of this place. But I saw these and I couldn't not build them. I thought they were so cute. The last thing I'm going to build on this top portion of the dome is the same Prismarine trim that I used at the very top, but I'm just going to put it around on top of the bottom part of the spruce logs. Then I'm taking that same exact pattern and doing it underneath the spruce logs underwater, mirrored, so it's kind of like the reflection in the water. And then all the way at the bottom of the ocean, I'm doing a similar pattern, but kind of thicker and chunkier, and going all the way around as much as I can because it's kind of built into a gravel mountain. Next, I'm clearing all of the water out of this crop farm with only 32 pieces of sponge. It took me 3 hours to do this, but I was persistent and I did it. Heading back up to the top, I made a tiny platform that sticks out just a little bit, and I'm making a dirt spiral all the way down to the bottom, and this is where I'm going to plant my crops. I'm clearing the bottom of the floor 1 level, and I'm going to replace all of this with dirt, and that's where I plan on planting my trees, right in the center of this building. Back at the top, I'm going to add a Prismarine railing along the dirt spiral, so you won't be able to see the dirt from the side. And it's going to be a mix of Prismarine block, regular Prismarine, stairs, walls, slabs, Oops, I guess I'm gonna start at the bottom. The bottom, I'm gonna have a little transition from the dirt into a storage room, and that's gonna be the storage room for all of my trees and all of my crops. And I'm gonna have a little bit of a stair going up to where the crops start, just so I have a little space before the crops start. I'm just going to keep working on the railing all the way along the edge of the dirt, all the way to the top. Every now and then I'll put in a lantern on top of a wall. And we're starting back at the top again. So I'm just going to keep doing this. No pattern in mind, just intuitively placing things where I think I want them to go. And we'll eventually meet in the middle. Okay, we finished the railing on the spiral. I'm gonna add some spruce logs here, stripped of course, because I forgot them upstairs, and that was the only thing I forgot. So we're finishing that. And then underneath, I'm putting some hanging lanterns. Now I don't want the bottom of the dirt to show either, so I'm gonna take spruce planks and stairs and just completely cover every single part of the dirt underneath. Alright, decorating the crop area is fully done now, but I don't want to run up and down the spiral staircase to get my materials, so I'm going to throw everything from the top up here that's on the platform all the way down to the ground, because next I'm working on the storage room that's connected to my crop farm. I'm not even going to organize this, I'm just going to put everything in these barrels. Next is going to be the crop storage area. The floor is going to be the basic stone variant. And then I'm going to clear out this whole section, and it's going to lead into my other boat storage room. It'll be so nice to have them connected on the same level, as well as finally having a place to put all of the logs I've collected so far. I think I have 3 or 4 chests full. Then I'm starting on the roof. It's going to be a glass roof because with these shaders, I really think the way that the sunlight comes through the glass looks so pretty. It was kind of annoying to deal with though, because it was only one layer of gravel above, so everything kept falling in. A bunch of water kept falling down, but I got it sorted, and look at the light. It looks so nice coming through the water and the windows. I love the way it looks. And then I'm going to take spruce log and I'm going to line the entire top. I'm going to line the entire top of the ceiling with it, and then I'm going to put spruce log down the middle as well, because I'm going to split this storage room into 2 sections, one for crops and one for wood. I'm going to make an arched entrance into the storage room, so it's a nice transition in between the crop farming area and the storage room, and I'm going to use basically all the variants of copper. I'm also putting a copper pillar in the middle of the room, and this is where I'm going to start sectioning the 2 rooms off. For the walls of my storage room, I'm just using bone block, and thankfully Bamboletta found a skeleton spawner and she made a farm, which made it so much easier to collect bones because it was taking me quite a while. So this first section is where I'm going to store all of my crops. I'm going to use a glowstone as my light source for most of the room. I'm going to put copper grates in front of it. I love the copper grates. They look so good. And this is where I'm going to put my crafting table, a bone meal machine, and a furnace. Putting up some item frames so I could have a nice organized area. And then to separate these 2 rooms, I'm adding fence and fence gates as a little room divider. For the second room, I'm doing something very similar that I did to the first, using the glowstone and the exposed copper grates as my lighting source, but I'm doing it on the side, and in the middle, I'm going to have a big wall of chests. And this is where I'm going to hold all my logs and my saplings. Over on this right wall, I've made a little section for a trash can, so it's just going to be a trapped chest leading into a cauldron of lava. and nothing will go into the lava unless I close the trapdoor, which is so nice. I will link the video that I got this from because I did not figure this out myself. And as always, I gotta add my villager painting in here. It's my favorite painting. I just have to constantly use it. I don't know why. I think it's so cute. And that is the storage room. It is now officially time to move everything that I have upstairs in my tiny little boat with all the chests up there down here where they can actually have a home. And the final thing to do is plant all of the crops that I have very little. I actually should have done this while I was building the storage room, but I didn't. I saved it for last. But it shouldn't take too long to fill this whole area up. I have a couple little sections for each different crop. So a couple layers of wheat, beetroots, potatoes, carrots, and then I also have watermelons and pumpkins. Okay, I filled the spiral with all of the crops that I have. Now I'm going back down because I need to plant a few pieces of cactus so I can grow cactus down here. Now it's time for the walkthrough tour of my crop farm. I am so in love with this build. I think it's so cute. Here's the storage area, and this is just for crops and trees. So we have all the crops over here. We have the flowers, cocoa beans. I'll grow the mushrooms, all the crops. I have the little bone meal system here. Here I have all my trees. All the saplings are in the barrels, and the chests are going to hold all the wood. Now this is just the wood unstripped, just logs, and that's it. Anything like planks, slabs, stairs, trapdoors, doors are all going to be in the other storage room. This is just going to be for chopped down wood. I'll have tons of extra space here if I have any leftovers. But I do have all the tree types now. I got the pale oak one from Bamboletta. I have not actually gone to one yet. Over here, I have my automatic trash can. It's just going into a cauldron of lava, so that could be thrown away. And over here is where I do my crop farming. So I have bamboo growing on this side. I have cactus on this side. And in the middle, I grow my trees. I'm probably not going to grow the big spruce ones in here. I'll just keep the spruce singles because I don't want podzol on here. I just want to keep it dirt and coarse dirt. And then up through this spiral, I know it's not the most efficient way to do my crops, but I think it looks really cool from the inside and the outside. So along this spiral, I've been filling it out. Just calmly, randomly. Whenever I need to think about doing something next, chop down my crops. It's very relaxing. So we have beetroot. We have all the wheat filled out. We have carrots here. Pumpkins and watermelons. And this first one is potatoes. Now sometimes when I jump down, I will trample some crops, but I really don't mind rehoeing it and planting them again. It's not a huge issue for me. Well, that's the little entrance. I love it. I think it looks so cute. So it's for my crops and my trees, and I'm calling it, I call it my fish bowl because I think it looks like a little upside down fish bowl. So this is the outside. Oh, the rain is nice. But let's go into F4. I think we could get a better look at this. So this is what it looks like. This is why I needed to wait for continuity to come out. Look how good the glass looks connected. If it wasn't connected, I don't think it would look as nice. These fish flags I saw on Pinterest. I'll put a little picture of where I saw it so it has the name of the person. This was not my idea. I did change out the coloring to match the prismarine colors and the copper grates. I did want to add little fins, but again, I still don't know where a coral reef is in our world yet, so I haven't added those. But I feel like that's such a small detail. I don't need it immediately. I think it looks fine still, even without. And then we go underwater, and this is the farm underwater. I love it. It's so cute. It's so cute. It works really well. I don't even need to add water to it because the water goes through the glass, which is really cool. So there we go. There's my crop farm. I think I always say this every time I build something new. I think, oh, it's my new favorite build. But this is such a simple build with not too many blocks being used, not too many different blocks being used. And I think it just came out really, really nice. Let's keep looking at it. F4. I'm pressing so many different buttons that this is everything. This is everything together. It's coming out really nice. Now it's not too piratey with a pirate ship and all of that, but I eventually will build stuff like that. In my lore of this area, it's just a bunch of people either getting lost on boats, shipwrecked, and making a little town for themselves out in the middle of the ocean. So I still consider them pirates. It might not be the same as Pirates of the Caribbean pirates, but we will get there eventually. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. This crop farm was so fun to build. It's so cute. I can't stop staring at it. I love farming in here. It's so nice and relaxing. And I can even jump all the way down and not die, which is great. Oh, I didn't even show this. I've added like a little peek of a geode, which I thought was super cute. I still need to go back and get the basalt to put on the outside, but I was testing it out and I think it looks really cute. I think I'm going to add it to this side as well because this side is also kind of built into the mountain. Or it's not a mountain. You know, you get it. So I think a little peek of that will be cute on that side too. All right, that is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this episode and I hope you like my crop farm. I think it turned out really cute. I'm absolutely in love with it. I love that all my storage rooms are connected now. It's so much easier just to run back through here, back and forth to do all my collecting. So let's look at this map one more time. Oh, thunder. Let's look at this map one more time. And this is how the area is starting to fill out. The next build, I'm planning to put it right here. Hopefully it fits in this map and it doesn't go out this way and I have to add another map. I'd like to try to keep everything in these two pieces. But I'll see you next time. Bye.